Hi, this is Ashish R. Bedekar, and welcome to my podcast, The ARB Show. I'm thrilled to introduce today's guest, Shubham. Shubham is the founder and CEO of Energy AI Labs. He is working on building super intelligence for energy systems. Before this, he founded Battery OK Technologies, where he is focusing on better batteries and electric vehicle solutions. Shubham has a background in urban electrical infrastructure and has studied at IIM Ahmedabad. He holds patents in battery technology and railway safety. His skills include business strategy, research, and leadership in the energy and electric vehicle space. Thank you, Shubham, for being a guest on the show. I look forward to hearing your insights on the top 5 trends in EV batteries. Over to you, Shubham.
Yeah, hello. Thanks, Ashish. Glad to be here. As EV batteries are evolving faster than most people realize, and what's happening today is the overall mobility is redefining itself. The biggest trend that we are seeing as of now is to democratizing the battery health scenario. Okay, so just like Apple products and many consumer electronic products, the batteries are bought, sold, and repaired on the basis of the health that they have. Okay, so right now, I think the biggest gap or the biggest opportunity is around the battery monitoring, battery diagnostics, and battery management, not just from the BMS side, but also in the overall manner. So the transparency is going to drive better results. It will also lead to the overall better life cycle management of EV batteries.
Yeah, so let's step back for a second and kind of if you can help enlighten the audience as to why batteries are important in EVs to start with. What are the challenges in the battery and why monitoring of battery health is important?
Okay, so suppose you take any example of a battery that is put inside an EV. Okay, and there are high chances that it would be a high energy density battery where batteries are powering the EVs, they are also powering all the other systems inside the EV. Okay, now coming to the monitoring and diagnostics and management part, these batteries need a control uh, so that they can perform in a wiser manner. Okay, so right from the protection side to the diagnostic side to optimal usage side, we have to take care that these batteries are constantly getting in use, but also we have to make sure that it's in control so that it doesn't harm even the EV or not us. Okay, so we have to make sure that batteries are in control and we are getting the optimal amount of energy that can be drawn from it.
Got it. So in your view, that you mentioned that the first biggest trend, which you in your view is the real world battery diagnostics, right? So what are the other trends you would like to expand and which you would like to share?
Okay, so apart from the battery diagnostics, I was not just saying about the diagnostics, I was saying about the democratization of EV battery parameters or EV battery insights.
Okay,
Okay. The second trend that I see in this EV space is the rise of LFP batteries. So there are two types of batteries which are typically used in an EV: LFP battery and NMC batteries. And these NMC batteries are also called as lithium-ion batteries. LFP batteries are called ferrous phosphate batteries because the full form of LFP is lithium ferrous phosphate. NMC batteries, nickel manganese cobalt based lithium chemistry batteries only. Now, LFP batteries and NMC batteries, if we compare, then right now LFP batteries have more safety, cycle life, and the lifespan, if you say. Okay, so the lifespan, safety, cycle life, all the things are directly favoring the LFP batteries. And in parallel with that, it is also having high safety quotient. Okay, so not just delivering 2000 plus cycle count, it is also delivering higher safety to the consumer or to the EV businesses. And in parallel with that, what it is capable of doing is whenever there is any chance of thermal runaway or anything like that, only the smoke comes out in the worst condition. Whereas in the lithium ion batteries, even the fire, sharpnels, every dangerous or harmful thing will be coming out of the battery whenever things go wrong. So LFP batteries are perfect for EV conditions or EV applications wherever dynamic applications are there. Whereas NMC batteries are good where you want to have higher energy density and you don't have the scope for more volumes. Okay, so yeah, that's it from the second perspective in the trend side.
So essentially, if I look from a normal person on the street, essentially what it means is LFP, which is a different type of battery, gives more kilometers per charge, right? So if I charge the battery to say 100%, if earlier with other traditional batteries, if it was giving 100, now you can get 120 in the same time. Essentially, that's the value. And also from a safety perspective, it is much more safer compared to the NM batteries, because you mentioned that there have been cases wherein there have been battery fires, etc., right? Whereas with this with LFC batteries, you don't have that challenge. Cool. So
Correct, correct,
yeah.
correct.
So what are the
So
other parameters you would like to share?
So, third trend that I am witnessing is we can't ignore the battery intelligence and the AI integration part. So, batteries are no longer just passive components. AI-driven BMS or battery management systems are optimizing the charging, detecting faults, even predicting failures before they happen. So, with Energy ILFs, we are trying to solve that only. Right now, I'm at the factory only where we are building EV doctors, but at the same time, when I get into the corporate mode, you can say, or the AI mode, uh, what we are doing at the core is to make energy systems autonomous, to make batteries smarter, self-learning, resilient. So in future, all the energy that is being transferred from point A to point B will not just be clean; it will be intelligent also. So we are working towards that. So
Got, got
uh,
it.
oh, yeah. So that is the like biggest trend that we are witnessing right now, and that's why we are working upon that.
So again, taking a slight detour, could you share your motivation and the story behind starting your startup, which is Battery Doctor or Battery OK?
Okay, so uh, we started off with e-bikes. We were building affordable e-bikes in 2019. Got some grants, got some clients also. Started earning some money, and then we tested a new like a revenue thing. So I was looking forward to scale it up, and then COVID hit. We dived deeper into the battery tech because we were good in the tech part only. I don't come from a business family background or anything like that. So I keep meeting people. I kept like in getting involved in the EV or battery related discussions. I saw that one guy from Gandhinagar. He was a mechanic and he has a shop of uh, getting batteries repaired and everything. What I saw that he was putting his bare hands on battery pack surface, and just like we checked fever, he was checking the battery's health. Okay, so how he was checking the battery's health? If the battery is hot, then the battery is bad, and that got me curious. I asked him more questions like, is it the same for all the EV workshops, or is it difficult for you only? So he said, "Yeah, we do it like this only. Why to buy expensive, big, bulky machines?" Okay, so that was an eureka moment for us, you can say, in the hindsight. So we started working upon that. We onboarded some people who were Nobel laureates in this lithium battery chemistry domain. We got some industry veterans from Tesla, BYD, and there is one also company like Rivian. So we started working with such people, and we identified what are the key parameters in the health, performance, safety, faults, and integrated all these knowledge, algorithms, insights, models to one device that is EV Doctor, and right now we are scaling it up.
So is EV Doctor like is kind of a machine with couple of points where you just like a normal battery tester? How does it work? Do you have a sample which you
Yeah.
can show or something like that?
Right now, I don't have it because
No.
it's a bit far from
No
my
worries.
table. But what I'll say is EV Doctor is a 300-gram portable device
Okay.
that's having an IoT compatibility. It works on any BMS. So if the BMS is smart, non-smart, or dumb, any BMS or any battery pack, it works. Even for lead acid ones, it works. Within 15 minutes, you will be able to get the battery insights which are crucial for any decision. Okay, so within 15 minutes, you will get to know about its health, about its safety, about the performance parameters, about the faults inside it. So even right now, monsoon is going on. So even if there is a water damage inside the battery, you don't need to open it. You can just check it with EV Doctor, and without even getting the data of the humidity or anything like that, which drives the linear algorithms, it directly tells you whether the battery is water damaged or not. So we have
Oh,
covered around 10 to 12 parameters around the faults. Okay, so that directly helps any EV workshop, EV business, or battery business to take decisions responsibly.
got it. So to use an analogy, this is similar to what you would find on an iPhone, wherein you have a battery kind of icon. You go there and you say, okay, battery is charged, and what's the health of the battery? If it is less than say 85, 70%, then it's time to change the battery. So something similar is what you're providing for the EV, and that
Yeah.
makes it easy for the customer. It also makes it easy for the EV
Workshop
technicians.
only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And
So,
clearing that out, it is not just limited to health. So we provide a comprehensive test report
okay.
within 15 minutes. So if you Google world's fastest battery testing technology, it's us. It's Indian.
Oh,
Okay,
very good.
so that's where our moat is. Yeah,
Excellent. So, is this only in India, or you have plans of making it a global play?
yeah. Right now we are serving it to 10 plus countries
Okay.
apart from India.
Hmm.
That includes Mexico, USA, China, Vietnam, South Korea. So these are countries where we have already shipped our product.
Okay. And you basically sell this to EV workshops, or you sell it to repair stations. Is that how it works?
So there are two ways. First one is OEM partnership. We collaborate with the EV brands and then they provide it to their respective service centers, workshops. And second one is whenever EV businesses or battery businesses like workshops or fleets or refurbishers or recyclers, they directly reach out to us. We can provide this devices to them as well. So these
Okay.
are the two ways where our business model is
So,
operating.
so I guess even fleets can buy from you directly, because that also
Correct.
helps them
Correct.
to
Correct.
keep a good control. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Also, you mentioned in passing that this can also work on existing batteries in ICE vehicles.
Yeah, yeah, it works from that as well.
Okay, so are you going to pursue that, because that's already an existing business which is out there for the taking? Are you focusing on that, or you're saying no, I'll just go for EVs?
Right now, it's limited to EVs. Why? Because we have a small team and we are hyper focused on catering to the EV segment only.
Hmm.
On the ICE segment, we will be making credible partnerships with the key players so that
Okay.
we can scale it up from there. Yeah.
Good. So the reason for this, the audience can really appreciate is the importance of focus. Just
Correct.
because you can do EVs, you did not jump into that, but you said, okay, with this limited team, this is what we can do, this is what we cannot do. Right. And also another thing which the audience can understand is the pivot. Right. So you started off with the e-bike, but then you quickly found out that there's a better and a bigger traction, a better market if you just focus on the battery. You were not like married to the idea that it will be e-bike or nothing, right? So whereas focus and pivot is a very, very delicate balance, right? Focus is persistence on specific thing, but at the same time wisdom and flexibility to kind of change course. So that's very well illustrated. What are some other trends you would like to share with us?
Okay, so the fourth trend, and it's a critical one, is the second life batteries. So even JB Straubel, who co-founded Tesla, he has started one company called Redwood Materials that was into the recycling space of EV batteries, and right now he is moving towards refurbishing and repurposing also. So we should know that the batteries don't retire when they leave vehicles. They are finding a second life in stationary storage, rural electrification, on and the backup power. Okay,
Mhm.
so To scale this responsibly, we need proper testing, diagnostics, grading, traceability, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which is where the real like life cycle management happens. It's not just limited to the sales numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about getting all of the life out of the battery so that we can have some efficiency out of it.
Right, because essentially this is important that you are thinking about sustainability from the day one. It's not an afterthought, right? It's not someone else's problem that discarded or old battery is someone else's problem. But if you, can you elaborate on this? For example, let's say there is a battery and it's end of life. In that case, how does EV Doctor help from a sustainability perspective?
Okay, so I'll give you one anecdote. There is a company called Remsa. Okay, they are based out of Mexico, and they inquired about a few units of EV Doctor. Okay, and I asked him about the requirements, like where are you planning to apply it? Like, is this product making sense to them? Because we can't just sell it to them. We have to maintain that relationship, and we have to maintain that image that Indian products can be good, right? Can be like impeccable. So I keep on asking the questions about how we have to optimize our product and everything. So at that time, what happened? He told me that we are testing around 3 to 5 batteries per day. Okay, and if EV Doctor comes, then we can test around 25 to 30 batteries per day. Okay, so that directly improves the operational efficiency of ours, and that will directly help us to repurpose more batteries. Now, what happens in the repurposing process? Whenever there is a lithium and battery pack, there are many cells into it, and some of them gets damaged or degraded throughout its life, throughout its first life. Then during the second life, we have to remove the bad ones, we have to keep the good ones, and we can make small battery packs out of it. So that's what Remsa was doing, and that's what many companies are trying to do. Although there are not many in India, but in Western markets there are various companies which are foraying into this repurposing domain. So how it helps? It increases the operational efficiency by 7 to 8 times. So that directly helps them to create more batteries, test more, resolve more issues. So in this manner, it helps. Now, in coming to the recycling part, so whenever second life is discussed, there are 2 points or two pathways. First one is lithium battery repurposing, that I have already told. Second is recycling. So in the recycling process, mostly the bad ones are recycled. We have to take the rare earth materials out. The separation process is involved. The black mass is collected, and that black mass is traded back to cell manufacturer or any trader. Okay, so that's the typical process.
Got it, got it. Very, very insightful because once the end of the battery life is there, you can kind of do more in that limited time, and that also kind of improves the efficiency of recycling. So that's a very valid point. So what are your final comments on top five trends in this area?
Okay, so first one I have already told about the democratization of battery parameters, be it health, safety, everything. So that should be a battery passport Aadhaar, you can say. Second thing is the rise of LFP battery chemistry. Third thing is the AI integration part, so that we can make the energy part more intelligent, not just for the protection and safety perspective, but also in the autonomy side. Okay, fourth trend is the second life part, where I have already explained how it is beneficial for the life cycle management of batteries. And finally, the big picture that we should follow as a citizen is to localize the overall supply chain of batteries. India and other regions are slowly waking up to the need of self-reliant battery ecosystems, right from cell manufacturing to recycling. So it's not just about the cost; it's about energy security, growth, and what India stands for in the EV and battery space. So I
Mhm.
think uh, we need to believe more on the uh, vertical integration part for all the components which goes inside the battery or inside the EV.
Got it, got it. So a couple of points. So can you share with the audience what is the typical price point in dollars for a EV battery unit? And secondly, are there separate models for this, or is the same model which can work for a bike, also or a car, or maybe even a truck? Can you share some insights on that?
Okay, so uh, right now in India, 20,000 rupees per kilowatt hour is the price. Okay, for lithium-ion battery pack. Okay, now coming to like depending upon which type of setup they are doing, the cost may vary. So
Okay.
there is no answer that might fit all.
Okay.
But normally, if you want to like right now, compliances are more, regulations are more, and that's on the optimistic side only. But like typically 1 or 2 crores are required for starting a small unit where you can scale the assembly of battery packs. From the cell perspective, there are 10 companies which have been awarded the PLI, but none of them have started manufacturing cells at scale. So let's see how that goes on.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So excellent, Shubham. This gives a great perspective, and thank you, dear listeners, for tuning in. Do subscribe, share, and like this podcast, and consider giving it a 5-star rating if you like the content. Bye for now. Talk to you soon.